Hey everyone, welcome again to my channel. Today I'm taking you with me to MysteriA 2023, which is a fantasy event where I went to sell my books. But before we do that, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome to Quill Scene. My name is Megan. If you like things that have to do with reading, with writing, with geeky stuff like Marvel, Pokemon, with witchy stuff, well, all of that, then you're in the right place. Make sure to click on the magical subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell, because on that way you'll always get a notification whenever I upload something new. But yeah, it's high time we step through the magical portal. Time for MysteriA 2023. So people who have watched my vlogs from before are probably thinking now, MysteriA, I know that name from somewhere. Well, that is possible because it is about, I think, the 4th time that we've been vendors at this fantasy fair. They celebrated their 5th birthday, if I'm not mistaken, in 2023. So yeah, we've been frequently joining the theme of MysteriA, which is always very fun to do. As usual, it is hosted in a park in Aarschot, which is like a small half-hour drive away from my home. So my mom and I decided to go set up our tents, because this is an outdoor event, on the Thursday before the event, because the event itself was on the Friday the 12th, Saturday the 13th, and Sunday the 14th of May. So we went to set up our booth actually on Thursday the 11th of May. Sadly, it's become a tradition that the day we go to put up our tents is a day that it rains. And not just a drizzle, but like downpour, almost apocalyptic scenes kind of rain. And this edition wasn't different. The moment we arrived, it was dry, but like the sky was so dark gray, you knew that when it's starting to rain, it's going to be a waterfall. It's going to be a downpour like no other. So my mom and I tried to put up one of our tents, because we had like 3 tents to put up, which we tried to put up one as quickly as we could, so we could have like a shelter that kept our material dry. Also where we could, you know, take refuge aside from our car if it started to rain. Luckily it started to rain the moment we had set up all our tents. And as predicted, it was kind of like a downpour, like curtain of water. To illustrate it, like 10 feet, no, I'm not going to say feet, because feet and meters aren't the same, and in Belgium we work with meters. Like 10 meters away from us, there was like this line of trees, and the moment it started to rain, we couldn't see the trees anymore. So yeah, we huddled in our booth, in our tents. So where it was dry, while it rained, we worked on the inside of the tent. So we put up our tables already, and the lights that we had brought. Of course, we waited until the moment of the event itself to put it in the electricity. But you know, we did like the decor in the inside, the interior of the tent while it rained, and it rained for about 40 minutes, I think. Because of course we still had to put in like the pickets, I think you call it in English, the metal bars that you put in the ground and then tie your tent to, so that it doesn't blow away. So we still had to do that, so that we waited until it stopped raining to do that. But yeah, afterwards our booth was okay, everything was ready for the event, and we returned home. A few hours later than planned, but still, we managed to get through and get everything ready for Friday. Which brings us to the nocturne day, because Friday, it's something they, I think, started from in 2022, right after Corona, their first edition after Corona. They decided to, you know, give the vendors the possibility to take part in the nocturne, which is on Friday, because the main event is Saturday and Sunday. But on Friday they decided to have like a nocturne market from 6 p.m. till 11 p.m. Yes, 11 p.m. So a few hours. And it's like a free day, so you don't have to pay extra for it. And it's free choice of the vendors, because a lot of the vendors also come from the Netherlands. Also have to work mostly still on Friday. But the vendors that come from the Netherlands often arrive Saturday morning. So it's free choice of the vendors if you open up your booth or not on the nocturne day, or nocturne evening. So not a lot of the booths are open, but it's always very cozy because, you know, it's with nightfall. The camps usually are already open, like the pirate camp, you have a Viking camp. There are also Celts and Celtic camp, you have a Scottish camp. Those are often open, but the pirates were there. The pirates were there, but I think the Scottish were there, but I think the Celts started on... No, the Celts were also there. I'm not sure which one were already open on Friday, but it was like small. There weren't a lot of people, but still, you know, the vibe is there. There were held a fire show and stuff like that, so that was fun. That day, of course, my mom and I were in our booth. Me with my books and my mom with our display potions under Magical Treasures. But also one of my new colleagues, well, not new, she's been busy with writing for a few years, but a new writer for the collective called Jana Bollens joined me. She's also a fantasy author, and what's extra fun is that we discovered that she actually lives like 10 minutes away from me. So you'll probably see her way more in the future vlogs. She also joined us on Friday. But as I said, it was, you know, choice of the vendor, so there wasn't a lot of people that came, weren't also a lot of booths open. So it was kind of more like a vibe day than an actual, you know, market day. Which brings us to Saturday and Sunday. Oh, no. Back to Friday just a little bit. We didn't have like the downpour from Thursday didn't occur on Friday. We had a little bit of rain, like one moment of rain that was like 10 minutes, and it was a kind drizzle, so nothing major. But sadly, because it's an outdoor event and it's held in a park, so all the booths are on grass. The downpour from Thursday had turned everything like swampy and mushy under your feet. And the worst parts were in front of the stage, which is a problem that occurs a lot. But there you had like real puddles of water on the grass, like muddy water and swampy feel. So that was, we were a bit scared for if, you know, it was already in that state on Friday evening. What if there would be more rain? And also it wasn't fun, of course, as it already was for Saturday and Sunday, but still, what can you do? But yeah, we hoped for the best, and luckily we didn't have any more rain in the weekend, but still the swampy feel in front of the stage sadly stayed. But still, on Saturday and Sunday the event opened at 10 a.m. and ended on Saturday on 11 p.m. while on Sunday it ended at 8 a.m. Then our tent, because we had, as I said, 3 tents, was full house, because on Saturday, I now have to take a look at my paper again. So Saturday, my mom and I were again part of the booth. Jana also came another day. Mathias joined us, who's also a fantasy author from like 10 minutes away from my home. He had to work on Friday, so he couldn't join the nocturne, otherwise he had joined the nocturne too. Elizabeth Kayland came, Lenno Vranken came, sorry, I'm mixing 2 languages as I'm speaking, and Maja Vermeulen came. On Sunday, it was again mom and me. Jana sadly had to join like the open house day at her school because she's a teacher. So Stewart came in her place. Matthias came again, Elizabeth came again, Maja came again, and Lenno also had to work on Sunday, so Vanessa Gerrits came also. As usual, I will write down all the names of the authors down below in the comment, well, not in the comment, description box, and I will let you know in which languages they write, because I think, yeah, all the people that, yeah, I can already say that, all the people that I just mentioned write in Dutch. We don't have translations yet, but it are all fantasy authors. So, yeah. As I said, it's a fantasy event, so there is a lot of fantasy to see. You have campments from pirates, Scots, Celts. There was also, what was the other one? Steampunk. Yes, steampunk. There was like a pirate boat, which was a carnival wagon. It was also there, the previous edition. They did, it was I think on Sunday, another event with the kids, where they did like pirates lessons and stuff like that. It was fun. What else did they do? There was a Jurassic Park photo moment. So the Jurassic Park Lowerlands, I think it's called. It's like Belgium and the Netherlands together, all like Jurassic Park geeks. I don't like to call them freaks, they're geeks. And they have like the Jeep of Jurassic Park that they drive around in. And then they also have like the little dinosaurs, the big dinosaurs, and yeah, they create scenes, photo moments of Jurassic Park where you could, you know, take a picture, as you will see in the video. Also, our friend Alcazar the Wizard was there again, and on Saturday he ambushed Jana as to be his charming assistant. Also a lot of bands on the podia, which of course had like the fantasy inspired music, which is always fun, and a bit of metal in between. And the thing that charmed me the most was our neighbors, who were, yeah, I will call them wood wizards, I will call them, because they made by hand very beautiful wooden figures. And they had their rescue dog with them called Coco. And Coco, yeah, he was my favorite of the entire festival. Because they were our neighbors, I you know, snuck out of the tent a lot to get a cuddle in, and he was very sweet. So yeah, he was my friend. as usual, I did also a bit of shopping, not too much, but still. And I put a few things around me, not everything, because as I said, it's been, there is a bit of time between the event itself and the voiceover as I'm filming it. So a few of the things are already in use. One of the things was there was a booth with a woman who did like gloss etching and engraving. And she had like these long glasses, drink glasses, with Pokemons etched into it. And my brother and I are, my brother even more than I, we're big Pokemon freaks. Well, geeks, as I said before. And I bought him 2 glasses with, they each had like a Pokemon engraved in it. And I got him Totodile and Cyndaquil. I would have bought him 3 glasses if Chikorita was also there, because then he would have like the starters, 3 starters of that generation. But sadly, Chikorita wasn't there, so I bought him Totodile and Cyndaquil. Those I can't show you, sadly, because they are in the dishwasher for the moment. But she also had some other things with her. She had like a side of her booth that had crystals, and as a witch, and just, yeah, I love gemstones. And one of my favorites are amethysts. And I bought another rough cut amethyst. And this one actually goes to me as I also have another amethyst that I got like years ago from my dad when we went to the Ardennen on vacation, and he bought me that one. And that one is now like one of the things that I always take with me to events to put in between my books as, you know, a little decorative touch. And this one I also take with me now. So now I have 2 amethysts for on my booth. Then she also had like these glass pebbles in which she engraved little paw prints. And I bought 2 of those. Here we go. Yeah, you can see them pretty well. Why I bought these, I have like this, I'm watching like right there outside of, well, behind the camera. I have this glass cabinet, this display cabinet actually. And in it are like the little pots, ceramic pots with the ashes of my 2 first dogs. And my eldest dog, my first dog, Tasha, she always wore a dark blue harness when we went to walk on walks. And our second dog, Fea, who was my brother's dog, she always wore like a light blue greenish harness. So I thought these would be cute to, you know, put next to the urns as a little, you know, in memory of. So I bought these. Then our friends from the Dutch native clan were also there. For the ones who don't know the Dutch native clan, they are a little business from the Netherlands who sell witchy stuff. Most of the things they even make themselves, other things they buy in. And I usually go visit them, you know, for a little talk, but also, you know, as a practicing witch myself, I usually buy a thing or 2. But this time I got actually a little gift from my mom. She bought me this altar broom. I love the packaging on this. So this is one of the things they don't make themselves. They buy it from a company. So it's a little altar broom. And she bought it very well with a little charm of a crescent moon and a star. I'm a celestial witch, so yeah, anything with moons and stars is always good. It has a little loop so you can hang it somewhere. And the thing of an altar broom is that you have to, you can use it on your altar to not only brush away negative energy, but also, you know, to put brush away like fallout from herbs or something that you used. So yeah, will come in handy. I have a little collection of these now, but yeah, it's cute. And it's a soft one actually, so really fun. And then the next thing I bought is actually a practical buy, because there was also a booth like right behind us that sold all sorts of geeky stuff. From Pokemon, from Stitch, from anime, from Pokemon, I already said, from Marvel, and yeah, that was the first time I met them. But as I said, by the time I'm filming these voiceovers, it's been a while since the event itself. So in the meantime, I've met them on different events again. So the thing I bought at their booth was, they're called, now I have to think, it's something with, I lost their name. I will say it in another vlog probably, or otherwise I will put it in the description box down below. But I bought like 2 of these big plastic reusable shopping bags. Yeah, we call them shoppers in Dutch too. And the first one I bought is one from Stitch, and it's a quite look at the print. So it's a pretty nice size, and this one we now use because I said there has been a few events by the time I'm filming this voiceover. This one we are now using as like our snack bag, as we call it. It's the bag where we put in our food and drinks that we use as to go to an event too. So this one is always the one that holds the cutlery, also my mom's bottles with hot water to make tea, her tea bags, but also our like food, our sandwiches, our little cool bag that also is Stitch print, by the way, with our drinks in it and stuff like that. So that is the Stitch bag. And then the other one, and this one is open because it was filled with material. I cleaned it out especially for this video, was Charizard, Pokemon of course, and it has the quote, "Bring the heat." I love this one. This one is also in use, as I said. As you can see, it doesn't fold up anymore. It has a shape. But our Charizard bag we now use also to go to events, and I put in there materials like the box that has my flyers in it, my box that holds like the amethyst and my little crochet dragons that I use to brighten up my display, the box with my business cards and my bookmarks, stuff like that. So yeah, that was a practical buy, but a fun buy because we use them. And with that, all the shopping has been covered, and that's also about the end of this video, I think. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a little thumbs up, it helps me more than you know. And hopefully I see you guys soon for another bookish, magical, probably on the go video. Bye!